let me tell you a little story. Get your popcorn, get your, what do people eat at movie theaters? I have always loved making videos. I guess it's just in my DNA. When I was like 5 years old, I would get any camera I could find and like do anything I could with it. These videos obviously wouldn't go anywhere, but I would just have them for personal enjoyment. Now, fast forward to, the like mid 2010s or so. I'm a middle schooler now, and I think, hey, I can actually put the videos I make on social media. The idea that I could put something out and like people would watch it, that was really cool to me. So I did that. I had to put my videos on Instagram. And after making however many videos, I decided I'm going to start a series. I'm going to start something with an episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it continues. And there's like seasons. I wanted to do the whole shebang. So I did exactly that. And when I was 13, I started a series called Rant Session. I would make one every week or so. My friends might have watched it, but I loved making them. I thought it was cool that I could put something out, someone would watch it, and the more I put out, the more in that series there would be. And even though I knew the videos weren't like perfect, they weren't cinematic masterpieces, and some episodes were definitely better than others, I still loved every single one. I would put out an episode, and even if it wasn't as funny as the last one, or if it's not as important as like some of the bigger episodes, I was proud of it, and I enjoyed the whole process. And then we get to episode 50, the end of season 2. And after I put that out, I was like, okay, I'm going to take a little break here. I'm going to give myself some time to prepare for the next season, because again, I loved doing it. I wanted to keep doing it. And what I did in that moment when I said I'm going to give myself time to work on the next season, I gave myself time to perfect my craft. I've done 50 episodes of this thing. I have an idea of what I want them to be. I'm going to make sure they're as good as possible. That was at least the plan that I had, and it did not happen whatsoever. In the year 2021, I put out like 30 episodes of this thing, and then there was a little break, and then in 2023 and 2024, I've put out 7. Lack of quantity isn't necessarily a bad thing if the quality increased. Well, the quality has stayed the exact same. Aside from like lighting, episodes that I've put out this year basically are the exact same quality as they were in 2021. So this whole idea of like slowing down to perfect my craft didn't really happen. In fact, I think some of the Rant Session episodes I put out this year kind of suck. Now, back in 2021, those episodes also weren't very good, but I still liked them. I thought they were enjoyable. I was proud of them, even though I did not think they were Spielberg. So what happened between 21 and 23 that made this series that I once really liked and like really put a lot of stock into just completely lose all of its shimmer and shine? Well, the answer is in the title of this video. It is perfectionism. I believe that in 2021, when I was putting out a video basically every single week, I was not perfectionist with it. I loved what I did. I thought it was fun. And I tried my best to make them as good as I could, but I knew my limits. And when I got to a point where I thought, okay, this is good, I like it, I was done. But in 23 and 24, I've started second guessing every single decision I make on these videos, and the quality has not gone up and the quantity has gone down. Putting more time and effort into something should theoretically make you happier with the final product, but in my case, it has not. So after all of this happened, I decided to put out non-Rant Session episodes on the YouTube channel. I thought, okay, I'm going to experiment with some different concepts here. Rant Session's really not doing it for me anymore. Let's see what we can do. I made a video about organization. I liked it quite a lot. It felt new. It felt interesting. I'm happy with it. And then going against the laws of everything I had done up to that point, more time, more effort, I decided to make a video called Gen Z is Still Sleeping. I had this concept on my mind. I wanted to talk about it, and I recorded it, and 3 hours later, it went up. I was very happy with it. I'm very proud of that video, and I put basically no work into it. So what happened here? I'm happy with the organization video. I'm happy with Gen Z is Still Sleeping. Why was I happy with them? The reason is because they were two new concepts, new styles that I had never done before. I was trying something new and had no image in my mind of what perfect looked like. All is good, right? No. actually, because here's the thing. I liked the organization video. I liked that style that it was in. So I wanted to work on another video in that same style. So now I'm working on a second video in the same style, and I want it to look like the last one. I'm starting to get an idea of what perfect looks like. And guess what? It's like 6 months later, and that second follow-up video in the same style as the organization one has yet to come out. And pretty much the exact same thing happened with Gen Z is Still Sleeping. I did put out a second video in that style, and I do like it, but it was really off the steam of the last one. Once I sat down and started to work on a third video in that style, I fully had an image in my mind of what I wanted it to look like, how I wanted it to flow, what perfect looked like. And won't you look at that? That next video has yet to come out. Over these last couple months, perfectionism has kind of killed all creativity. And after 2 months of trying to make the perfect follow-up video, I decided I'm just gonna scrap it for now, and I'm gonna make a video about perfectionism. I'm moving over a little bit. You gotta change scenery to keep it a little interesting, but the field that I record these in is getting a neighborhood built on it. So I'm gonna have to find a new field. Do you like the candle? Is it a little romantic? I want to clarify that I understand wanting your final product to be good, and I understand quantity and quality. Yes, I am saying it's bad to sit and try and make something perfect, but it's also bad to not worry about how good it is and just pump it out for no reason. In a way, I think that's kind of anti-perfectionism, and it like swings the pendulum too far in the other direction, where there are these studios and YouTubers, all this stuff that make this content that is so to a T, so down to a science, and they put it out like every day or every week or something like that, and all creativity is just gone. That's too much quantity. As someone creating something, what you want is that perfect marriage of quantity and quality. You have enough ideas to keep a steady workflow, and you have the consistency to do it, but you also have the creativity and the passion to keep them interesting and keep people and yourself liking it. And it is always going to be about that balance, because the truth is that nothing can be perfect ever. In this very video, I've probably explained something poorly. I've stuttered. I've said dumb things that I had to cut out. Even in the organization video and Gen Z is Still Sleeping, there are many problems that I can immediately identify. But at their core, I like these videos. I'm proud of them. And even with all of its flaws, Gen Z is Still Sleeping is a video I am glad I put out, because yes, I wish it had more editing. Yes, I wish I said things better, but I wouldn't know that unless I made it. If I sat down before that video and said, okay, I want to make this thing where I'm talking in a field and I'm going to have this script and then I'm going to say this thing and this edit's going to go here. Wait, no, I'm actually going to do it this way. I wouldn't have known what I even wanted to do. I would have second guessed myself on everything, and the video never would have gotten made. So if it is truly impossible to make the perfect thing, why do we waste so much time striving for it? Why does someone want to make an album, but they never even start because they don't think they're good enough at their instrument? Well, the truth is I don't really have an answer. Any sort of answer I do give in this video is me just kind of rationalizing with myself, but I can come up with some theories, and my main theory is that someone who is a perfectionist is likely insecure about the product that they're making. When I was younger and just making a bunch of videos every single week, I didn't really care what people thought about them. I didn't care how even I really felt about them. I was just happy that I was doing them. And in doing that, I got better over time. My video creation skills did not start out as well as they are now, at the start of Rant Session and now, and they are not as good as they will be in the future if I were to keep doing it. But once a precedent has been set, there's now something you need to look towards. There's now something that people can compare it to. There's now something that you are worrying about. So instead of actually making something that you want to make, you're now just worried about what others are going to think about it. And to that I say, people are always going to like it. People are always going to dislike it. There will be someone out there who likes it, someone out there who dislikes it. That part doesn't even matter. And if you're striving for perfection, you're never going to make anything. I'm pointing at the camera like I'm telling this to someone, but I'm really telling it to myself. Once again, I'm just trying to rationalize with myself here. This video started out with a story about me being perfectionist, and I don't even really know what I'm talking about. I'm just trying to explain this phenomenon and hoping it makes sense and putting it out there and hoping that some people connect with it, because it is truly a widespread phenomenon. Everyone kind of does it with something in their life, even if they're not a creative type person. And it's a problem. You know, you could be perfectionist with your personality, and you want to perfectly analyze every aspect of yourself and try and come up with an answer for everything, and you'll never progress because of that. Perhaps you're a perfectionist with how you look, and you'll reach a certain point where you don't think you can look any better, and the perfect image of yourself you have in your mind, you can't match it. Then you get really sad. This is a sad thing I'm saying right now. If that person is you, I'm sorry, and I love you so much. I was on that side of the green screen, then I was on this side of the green screen. Now it's just all green screen, baby. I can put anything I want behind me right now. I'm not going to. The more I think about it, what I guess I'm getting at here is that perfection is impossible. Which, yes, that message is in like Disney movies and stuff, and that's a lot more goofy than I was intending this message for the video to be, but who cares? It's always good to work on something you care about, whether that be your physical appearance, a video you're making, or anything. Put in work, be proud of that work. Do not strive for perfection because it is impossible. Striving for perfection in something you create will cause you to put it off. It will cause you to never make anything in the first place. And striving for perfection anywhere else in life, it's just also a sign of insecurity in that thing. I really sound like I have an answer. I came up with this answer in the middle of the video. If you agree or disagree, leave a comment. You know, I'm just trying to see how people feel about this topic. I was just letting people know my thoughts and stuff. So yeah, all right. I guess I'll see you in the next video. Peace out, Law Gang. That is not going to be an outro. I'm not going to say Law Gang. I'm contemplating even putting that in the video now. Have a good day. I love you.